I'll still go to your seminars. Like 10 bucks, 20 bucks. One of my first books was called The Guide to NLP by Richard Bandler. It was like this thin. It was like $13. And I used that to remove a trauma from my girlfriend back in 2017. It's good. It's not very expensive if you want to do it yourself. And get those materials. They're worth it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey, yeah, I hear you.
Perfect. For someone like me, I've always been a slave to my habits, whether they're good or bad, and recently they've become better. But since I want to elevate myself, right, it was kind of a wake up call because ever since joining WFG, I've just been actively thinking about this. I should be doing these and not wasting my time. I guess my question is, what's a tangible first step to fixing my habits and reprogramming my subconscious?
What's a tangible first step to reprogram your subconscious and changing your habits? Good question. Good. There's a couple of ways. Number one, as mentioned earlier, find a practitioner if you can. If you can't, then number two, get the book from Richard Bandler, the Guide to NLP. It's 20 pages. You can get it on Amazon, 20, 30 pages. That's real short and it's really expensive. That's number two. Number three, this one's good. This one is a self-check that you can do for yourself to check how you're showing up. And this is part of NLP, but this is also part of personal development training from other courses. I worked with a company called PSI, Personal Success Institute. And you guys might have them in your local areas as well, been around since the 70s. And one of the first they do is they tell us that if we're going to go to that next level, the first thing we have to do is look at where are we? Because in order to get to here, you got to know where you're starting first. Right? I don't know. Can you guys see that board behind me? If I draw something there, do you think, yeah? Okay, so Greg, I'm going to start drawing to outline, just not yapping. You guys can get a visual. If you can't see it for whatever reason, let me know. I'll adjust, okay? But it looks like this. What they taught us is if you want to get to another stage in your life, you have to first understand where your starting point is. And what they called this is they called this a personality matrix. It's just a fancy term for saying 4 boxes and we're all one of those personality types. Let me draw it out for you first and then I'll explain, okay? So one is called a controller, the other one's called a promoter, the other one's called an analyst, the other one's called a supporter.